Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Skillset Go. In the last video we have seen an overview of an Android app and what are all the files it contains, and we have also known the main part of the Android app is an activity. So in this video we will learn what is the life cycle of an activity. So how we can create an activity means any class which extends app compact activity is called an activity. And this app compact activity will have certain methods and we can override those methods in the class what we have developed, and this is one such method on create. So on create represents a state, like whenever we are creating an activity this method will be called internal. So this represents a state. So like this there are different methods which represents a different states of an activity, and now we will be seeing a life cycle of an activity. So here you can see we have created on create, and that will be called on the activity launch. Whenever we launch the activity this method will be called, and whatever the code includes in this method it will be executed. So what code is there in on create method? So here if you can see it is just calling an on create of superclass, and we are binding this activity to a layout file. So layout file which contains the main UI elements. So if we are not doing this line then we can see a blank screen instead of seeing this text views. So as soon as we launch an activity on create method will be called, and immediately on start method will be called, and on resume method will be called. But here we have only one method. We can override all those methods and we can see a demo whether those methods will be called or not. So whenever the activity in this method it is on create state and on start state and on resume. So after this the activity will be running and it will be visible to the user. And suppose we have known that there can be many activities in a single Android app, and if you want to shift between one activity to another activity then the present activity's life cycle will goes to pause state, and if the activity is no longer visible to the user then it will go immediately to the on stop state. And suppose if you destroy this activity then it will go to on destroy state. And when the activity is on stop state and if you navigate again to the activity then it will be going to on restart state and on start state and on resume, and again the activity will be running actively which user can interact with it. So we will see a demo to show all these states now. So here we have created only one method, override method. We will be creating all other methods also. So on create, here you can see on create, on start, on resume. We will be creating on start, on resume, then we have on pause, on stop, on stop, on restart, on destroy. We will be printing a line in each method so that we can know whether this activity is entering into that state or not. So on create, on destroy, on restart, on stop, on pause, on resume, on start. So if you want to see these lines in output, you need to see in a logcat. Here you can see we have version control, build, profiler, logcat and terminal. If you open logcat, then you can see all these lines what we have printed. So we can filter this output by skill set go. We can filter here. So whatever the lines contains this skill set go, it will be visible here. So as per the life cycle of an activity, as soon as we launch an activity, it should go through on create state, on start state and on resume state. And let's start an Android app. So as soon as we start an Android app, it will be launched this main activity. Then we need to see all those three states: on create, on start, on resume. Let's start the app. So this is the emulator which we are using to run the app. So here we can see it got entered into on create state, on start state, on resume state as per this life cycle. So from now, another activity comes into the foreground. So presently we don't have any other activity. We will just minimize the app so that it will go to past state. So just click on home button here so that app will be minimized and it will go to pause state. So as you can see, after resume it went to on pause state and on stop. In the life cycle, if the activity is no longer visible, now it is no longer visible, so it went to on stop state. So we have seen this life cycle. So from here, if you navigate again to the same activity, then it will go to on restart, on start, on resume. So presently we have up to on stop, and let's navigate again to the same activity, same app. So if you click this one, we'll see all the apps which are active and we can navigate again to the same activity. So here you can see on restart, on start, on resume as per this life cycle. So here we navigated on restart, on start, on resume. So we have seen this. And suppose here on destroy state, if the activity is finishing or being destroyed by the system, then before getting destroyed that activity, it will call this method and it will get destroyed and it will get shut down. So how to destroy the activity? If you destroy the app, then indirectly all the activities will be destroyed and we will be seeing the output on destroy. So let's close the app. So as soon as we minimize, it went to on stop state, and let's close by swiping up. So here you can see it went to on stop state, on destroy state. So this is the main life cycle of an activity, and the activity is the main part in an Android app. And these are the overridden methods from the parent class. I hope you liked this video and understood the life cycle of an activity inside an Android app. So like this, for every activity in an Android app will go to this life cycle. So Android app can have many activities. The first activity can show like login, username, password and the button. As soon as we click a button, it can launch another activity showing any other items after logging in. So in an Android app, we can have different activities. Every activity will go to this life cycle. So please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel Skillset Go, and please watch my videos for more updates. So thank you for watching.